I'm here in Havelock, a beautiful island that is a part of Andaman. I'm currently starting with my advanced open water course, which is the second level of scuba diving certification, and it certifies you to dive up to 30 meters. But to do this, it is compulsory to do the first level, which is the open water course, which I had finished just before starting this. You can check out the video, I'm going to link it up here and in the description as well. It's day one of our advanced course and Abha is doing the course with us. And also after many tantrums, Pulkit has also decided to join the course.
So today first we are going to start with peak performance buoyancy.
Before we could begin with our dive, we had a short briefing. Meet our instructor for the advanced course. That's Devleena. Before we started our course, everyone on the island told us she's very strict. You guys have to behave.
That would be me, especially.
So we were like scared before Devleena came and now she's here. Finally going to be diving with Abha Soni.
This guy too.
From skiing together to diving together.
Woo!
Yep, ready to dive.
Instructors place so much importance on buoyancy as a skill because it's very important for us to know how to control our movement and position in the water so that we don't crash into anything or disturb the marine life around us, especially while exploring reefs. So to practice our buoyancy further, we had to swim through a hula hoop without touching it. And even if our fins or tank would touch it slightly, we would have to do it again. We learned more about underwater navigation. We had to swim a square path underwater by making 90-degree turns using our compass. It's a debate that's been going on between me and Pulkit. Out of the two of us, whose buoyancy is better?
I don't pick favorites.
Her favorite is here.
Yeah, my favorite is sitting behind the You were sitting, हम गिर जाएगा.
हाँ,
कहाँ
yeah.
गिरेगा? I'm asking you, it's underwater. क्या कर रहे? कहाँ गिरेगा? Don't worry. Let go. The minute you let go of that fear and your mind is free, that time automatically you will see your buoyancy is perfect. All of you guys are all good. It's just like I didn't say that. Children. No fighting.
अभी हम तीनों ने अपनी एयर चेक की है.
200, 200, 200.
It's 200 dot
Yes.
and we are going to see who comes up with the least amount of air and it's going to be
And we
Pulkit.
already know the answer.
मुंह उतरता हुआ घबराहट होती हुई.
But this is just in my support if I come up with less air really because the opposite is leaking.
कितने बहाने चाहिए तेरे को कि
The advanced open water course goes on for 2 to 3 days and can cost anywhere between 23 to 30,000. It consists of 5 dives, out of which the underwater navigation dive and the deep dive are compulsory. And you can choose the remaining 3 dives from a list of options, but it also depends upon the geographical location and the conditions in which you are diving. So we chose the night dive as one of our optional dives. Today is the dive that I am the most excited for. Get this, a night dive. Can you even imagine how exciting that must be?
How to communicate underwater. Obviously, if in the dark I show you okay like this, you can't see, right? So everyone will have one torch each. So what you do is do the okay sign, like so I show this okay and I throw the torch on it. I show you this. You will also be showing me okay. If something is not okay, show me like this.
From what I've heard, the ocean is entirely different at night. Like there are nocturnal creatures, there are a lot of sea urchins.
The black spiny ones. So they are all gonna be out. They're all nocturnal creatures. Be very, very careful of them. They are gonna be all over the rocks. We're gonna take the torch, not turning it off. We will just point it against us, making it pitch dark. If any of you feel scared, just hold the next person's hand. There's nothing to be scared about. Don't worry. Let's go. Bye.
Finally! This is just a whole bunch of exciting shit that I cannot wait to experience. I'm too excited to talk. Let's just go. Let's just see what diving at night feels like. It was pitch dark. We could only see till where our torchlight was going. It was harder to communicate, and there was a general sense of panic. Especially because it's dark, for a minute there, you feel like you're floating in outer space in zero gravity. It was very hard for me to get a sense of my surroundings and to understand which direction I'm going in. It was very disorienting, man. Like मुझे तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा था लेफ्ट क्या है, राइट क्या है, ऊपर क्या है, नीचे क्या है. हम सब बैठे थे and suddenly that current came. Yeah. It was like एक तूफान आया, एक इधर उड़ रहा है, एक इधर उड़ रहा है.
ऐसे खड़े हुए हम लोग ऐसे बिल्कुल सर्कल में, ऐसा करंट आया यहाँ से ऐसे समुद्र
इतने सारे sea urchins थे. It was filled with sea urchins. Current आया, I was about to bang the reef and I was like sea urchin होगा, sea urchin होगा.
बट भाई सुबह जब कितनी डाइव करी हमें मुश्किल से 2 या 3 सी अर्चिन दिखे 1 घंटे के डाइव पे.
But she said that they are nocturnal creatures, they come out at night.
भाई इतनी पतले क्रिएचर्स पता चल रहे थे.
It took us a while to start adjusting to the darkness and to appreciate the beauty of the underwater world at night. Diving at night definitely has a sense of mystery to it, and it fills you with a thrill of exploring the unknown in complete darkness. It's definitely an experience you must have at least once in your life. डाइविंग के बाद खाने का तो मजा कुछ और ही है. What was it like just being in the night in the water?
एक बार मैंने ऊपर देखा और बिल्कुल अंधेरा, बस चांद दिख रहा था पानी के अंदर से. लाइक
तो मेरा बडी था अनंत, मारे जा रहा है भाई, मारे जा रहा है. बड़ी मुश्किल से उससे मैं पीछा छुड़ा के मैं लीड करने गया. आभा भाई सर के ऊपर बैठ गई, मेरे सर के ऊपर लिटरली तू बैठ गई थी मेरे. मैं कह रहा हूँ ये कर क्या रही है.
बेबी ना सबको बोली नीचे आओ, नीचे आओ. आभा नीचे आ नहीं पा रही है, वो ऊपर जा रही है, ऊपर जा रही है. आभा को नीचे आना है. She held my regulator. Pulled it. Babies, get up. आभा. Guys, चलो. आभा तुझे उठना पड़ेगा, मुझे नहीं पता. One man up, one man still down. ऊर्जा कितनी? Today is the second day of the advanced open water course. Today is also our deep dive, which means we are going to go down to a depth of 30 meters, which is pretty cool. Going diving with the boss lady. We learned about decompression sickness, a risk that divers are exposed to, especially when diving to greater depths. And for this reason, we learned that the deeper you dive, the shorter is your dive time. And since we were diving to 30 meters today, we were going to get very less time in the water. So we planned our dive carefully and learned about some other precautions we had to take. We also learned how to use a dive computer that keeps a track of all of these limits and alerts you accordingly. We were showed how colors start to disappear the deeper you dive, red being the first one to fade. With each breath that I took underwater, I fell more in love with scuba diving. Each dive site was different from the next, and we saw something new on every dive. Rather than satisfying my curiosity of the underwater world, diving only made me more curious about it. I I realized that there is so much I haven't seen and how unbelievably vast and endless our oceans are. After all, it does cover up 71% of our big blue planet. What was your first dive like?
First dive was in Havelock only.
This was in New Zealand and Milford Sound.
I could never forget my first dive.
You know, blown away.
It was my life-changing moment.
When my first deep dive,
The first ever time I dived at Dixon's Pinnacle.
I was at Dixon's Pinnacle. And the first time I dived there,
I cried. The beauty of that dive site. I just went down that line and the pinnacle was in front of me. I just stopped short and I just had tears.
that is when I realized I come alive.
Isn't it crazy that this world that is so entirely different from our own exists in parallel with our world every single day, and yet we spend so little time thinking about it? Most people will go on with their whole lives without ever experiencing its magic. I was feeling lucky to be able to explore this magical world, but along with that also came a sense of guilt. Diving made me realize how extremely fragile the marine ecosystem is and how corals all across the world are dying at an alarming rate. I was already aware of this, but now that I had seen the corals and the marine life up close, the loss somehow felt more personal. I understood exactly what it is that we would be losing.
So the world scientists, they take corals as an indicator for global warming because if the temperature even rises from few degrees Celsius, the first thing dies is the corals. So this happened massively in 2010. Major part of the global reef structures were dead. Way back in 2009, the island and the reefs have been far more pristine than what we see now. Right now, what you guys are seeing in Nemo and other places is all what has recovered in the past 15 years or so. Coral grow only like few inches every year. So over the years, they have also got the time to regenerate. This COVID time and 2 years of total lockdown, no pollution, things started to flourish back now.
So there we are, done with my last dive. Advanced open water done. One more thing checked off of the adventure bucket list. If you're wondering that the open water course already certifies you to dive independently up to 18 meters, so why should you do the advanced course? Well, firstly, advanced certifies you to dive up to a depth of 30 meters, and that makes a lot more dive sites accessible to you. There's also a lot more to see in terms of marine life the deeper you dive, and a lot of the shipwreck dives are also located deeper than 18 meters. And the second reason is that the advanced course gives you a lot more control over your buoyancy that is highly required for you to dive independently in the future. If you have more questions about learning scuba diving in India, then you should check out my full informative video. I'm sure you'll find it really helpful. It wasn't just my last day in Andaman, but also the last day that the three of us were going to spend together. So we decided to make the most of it.
Abba has to cry. It's a tradition. since मैं गई थी तो रोई थी. This trip you have to cry.
This time you are leaving, you have to cry. The one stays doesn't cry.
3 tears.
From skiing together at a height of 3,000 meters to diving to a depth of 30 meters, from snowy mountains to the deep blue sea, we sure have had some crazy adventures together. I don't know what the next adventure is going to be or where we are going to meet next, but I hope it's super soon.
Where is Abha? Where is Pulkit? And where is Himanshi? Signing off from Havelock, India.